All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bachachodash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well, being a great example for his younger brothers in his truth, and a sincere occupant throughout the four winds, pushing his word in all truth, righteousness, sincerity, faith, and in diligence. To you, I say shalom. Want to get into a quick lesson out of one Ratazah. It'd be edifying to the Lord's elect, man. Centered around a thought and a scripture, okay? And he got it right here, Isaiah 59 and verse 19. And it reads, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun." So from the west to the east, all right? It says they're going to fear the names of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man, from the west to the east, right? It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, all right? So the Lord is going to lift up a standard against the enemies, man. Okay, chiefly what's that, Psalms 83, that chiefly is Esau Edom, but but that Psalms 83, man, hey, all you nations, man, that went against the nation of Israel, man, okay, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, man, you are indeed the true biblical descendants of the true Israelites, man, by bloodline and seed line of the fathers. Numbers 1:18, man. All right, you are the biblical descendants of the biblical Israelites, man. Okay, and the forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, is your forefathers. All right, you are their descendants, right? And the Lord is gonna lift up a standard, man, for the elect of those people, man. All right, those that subscribe and adhere and fear the names Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, man, and do the best to your ability to what? Keep the commandments. Keep the commandments to the best of your ability, man. All right, to ensure a hedge about yourself. All right. And the reason I chose this scripture, little backstory, some events happened today. I ain't gonna get it, too detailed about it, but the Lord had it to where, man, hey, Esau Edom flooded, the home I was in, man, with a search warrant. They was looking, it was my mother's home, but they was looking for somebody that was there that wasn't there, but the Lord allowed me to witness it, man. Okay, the type of power that Esau Edom truly has, man. You niggas, you niggas, Latinos and Native Americans, and Seminoles, hey, man, 2/3 of our people are gonna get caught up in the destruction, man, because they have no idea, man, who they're dealing with, man. Okay, Esau Edom has the Lord has given Esau Edom, man, the power to do as he please on this earth, man. Okay, and one of those powers is him being able to come in your property, and with the authority of another, right, which is a judge, even though this is your house and this is the land of the free, supposedly, allegedly, right, the police, Esau Edom, can come through your home through the court orders, man, and have the police and U.S. Marshals all in your house, man. All right, they kicking us out with the babies, and everything is cold as hell. Looking for this individual, which they didn't find. But the Spirit of the Lord was just on me, like, scriptures coming in my head. They that call upon the name of the Lord, it shall be well with them. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I kind of messed that other scripture up. And excuse me if I'm all over the place, man, but they just kind of left. I immediately wanted to go do a lesson, okay? But yeah, they had the babies outside, cold, no damn socks on their feet, you know. I had to, basically the Lord allowed it to where I could go get the baby shoes and stuff like that, and sister kids and stuff like that, get their shoes and their coats and stuff so they won't be out here, because my little niece has pneumonia, man, and that doesn't matter, but it does, because it's cold as hell. But the point is, man, that Esau, Edom is Job 9:24. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, man. All right, you gotta understand that man, you ain't gonna be able to fight against anything, man. You ain't gonna be able to deal with the things that's about to come down the pipeline if you don't have Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. All right, if you don't worship the names Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, if you don't fear the names Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, if you don't have a connection with your power, Jake, your ass is gonna be powerless, okay? The Lord had the spirit on me to keep calm everybody else down, and basically, speak to these people on what's the matter, what's going on. But you see Jake without the Lord, man, they just panicking and shit. Jake ain't living right, man. And so I'm thinking in my head, man, hey man, they gonna do that shit when they come lock this bitch down doing martial law, man. All right, when that Revelation 12:12 come around, man. All right, that great wrath, man. He gonna lock this bitch down. Hey, that's how Esau coming, man. All right, kick your door in, and hey man, secure everybody in the building, bind up the strong men, right? This is what's coming down, man. And I'm thinking like, man, this is a precursor, man. This is literally like a damn simulation, okay? So I'm back in my head, I'm calling on names Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Just I hope everything's fine. No, Jake, I'm not really worried because I know I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? But still, hey man, for it to happen to us, it just shows you, man, it can happen to anybody, man. Okay, it can happen to anybody. Esau can come anytime they want, man, and lock your shit down, man. Okay, how much more those Gerber troops? All right, and them foreign troops, right? Them UN troops. When your American troops overseas fighting that war, dying in the Middle East, right? Dying in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. What you gonna? They gonna be sending them UN troops and martial law this motherfucker. They gonna shut this shit down, man. Okay, these people don't give a damn about you and you being an American. You being a citizen of your land, they don't give a damn. They not gonna give a fuck, man. Okay. Even as you see, coming down the pipeline, man. These Epstein shits and these pedophile rings being exposed or whatnot. It's already being shown that the U.S. government is ain't shit but a bunch of fucking pedophiles, man. All right, and the Israelis and shit, they in cahoots with the small hats, bunch of pedophiles and fucking human vampires, man. All right, I'm speaking expressively, okay. But let me read the scripture again, because I don't want to just be talking. But Jake trying to get it off, It's Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. All right, because the Lord is coming back from the east, man. All right. It says in Acts, man, the same way he left, the same way he's coming back in a like manner. All right? Same place, man. Over east. And he's going to make his way to the west, man. They're going to fear, right? Because the Lord is going to be setting up a standard. Watch, it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? Martial law, U.S. Marshals everywhere, you know what I'm saying? The troops flooding even your home, your town, everywhere, man. It says, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Okay, and who is he's going to do that for? He's going to do that for the elect of the nation of Israel, right? Because they have been, keeping the patience of his word, being obedient unto Yahweh Shem Shai, and keeping a lookout, man. Being on their watch, seeing things for what they are, man. Okay? Seeing things for what they are. And filtering it through the scripture. So you can understand and measure the times diligently, man. All right, we in some evil times, man. Right? Let me grab that real quick. So like your Proverbs 18:10, famous precept. The name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. And that name go into rank and the Lord's name, period. You know? Status. Those that run to the Lord is what? Is safe, man. Because the Lord is the Most High, man. All right? That's one of his titles, the Most High. Are you underneath his shadow? Who can be against you? Let me grab that. Romans. Let me grab that KJV at the end because I like the KJV. Romans 8:31. What then? What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? That's a rhetorical question. Okay? Because that's absolutely nothing. All right? Absolutely nothing. Because everything is in the essence of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Everything is the workings of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Okay? Look upon all the works upon the earth. The fish, the trees, the animals, the beasts, even you. I are a work of the Lord, man. All right. If the Lord, the one who created everything, the heavens and the earth, be with us, who can be against us, man? It don't, like I said, it's a rhetorical question, man. So the righteous run into the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and it's safe, man. Okay? And you know, the Lord diffused that whole situation, man. You know? The Lord diffused that whole situation, man. Because they had the wrong motherfucking house. Well, they had the right house, but they had the wrong house. So, you know, that's gonna do what it do when it do it. You know. But they got the wrong one. It's the paperwork was faulty, you know. And that was all Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Even though they didn't come from me, but still, you know, just calling upon the names Yahweh Yahushai. Hey man, that whole situation dialed back, you know. But it's just a precursor, man, to what's coming on. Hey, the Lord is gonna actually give his men spiritual power, man, when that real thing come around, man. Right? That Revelation 12:12. Like I said, if I'm everywhere, man, it's just a lesson through the spirit, man. All right. Jake got man. Jake really, man, Jake was mad, man. I'm just gonna be honest. I was mad, man, but the scriptures say be angry and sin not. You know, it's a reason. Everything happens for a reason, right? Just like that time Bruce Lee was in that room, man. You know, he was locked in the room. He couldn't do nothing. He was gonna get mad and start punching shit. You know, that shit wasn't gonna lead him nowhere. It's probably gonna make him more tired. Waste the energy, man. All right. But what he do? He had to stop, have patience, right? Sin not, have patience, suffer it, and wait for the door to open. Simple, man. But you know, speaking spiritually though, you know, having that patience in the time of haste. Make not haste in the time of trouble. So like you're having patience, man. Okay? Let me get that. Make not haste. We gotta apply these precepts, man. Here it is, right here. You see him? And you can start from the top. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 1 says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. That's right, man. You're going to be put in various diverse situations, all right, to test your resolve, all right, to test your your spirit, man, all right, which is worthy of being tested, right? The Lord has every right to test your faith, man. All right, because we said the trial, the faith, the trial of your faith, you know, is worth more precious than fine gold. You know, roughly paraphrasing. But it says, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. You got to be able to recognize it. Hey, I'm in a situation. Verse 2 says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Get your mind together. Get your mind right. Even in that situation. It says, and make not haste in the time of trouble. What that mean? What haste mean? It says speed, excessive speed, urgency of movement or action, hurry. You know? And what that does, it says, in a rush, hurry with dispatch. And what that does, it's lucky. And what that does is cause you to make irrational decisions, man. You know, it causes you to make decisions that's not fully thought through, premature decision making. Okay, the decision wasn't right for you to pick it, but you picked it anyway. Right? It says, make not haste in the time of trouble. And are we not in some troubling times? Are we not in some evil times, man? The scripture says, measure thou the times diligently in itself. You know, roughly paraphrasing, I think 2nd Ezra, not the 9th chapter. Okay? But hey, we got to set our hearts aright, man, and constantly endure. And it's easier said than done. It really is, man. All right. That's why, man. We give double honors to the apostles and elders on down, you know, and to the younger brothers that's constantly enduring, man, and keeping the faith, man. You know, but not. Not you know, necessarily the double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, right? And you know, the younger brothers on down, you know, we give a double shalom, man. But hey, we respect men in this truth, man. To be in this truth, and to be constantly enduring and setting your heart aright and constantly, you know, constantly keep it going, you know. Amen. It's easier said than done. All right. It's easier said than done. So that's why, you know, these men, as we used to say, our apostles, elders, they've been battle tested, man. Okay, and still going through battles. But they've been battle tested, man. They with the Lord, you know. Lord willing, I continue to strive on in this truth, man, and I continue to constantly endure, you know, and constantly do the things that I need to do and bring these things into mind, man. Okay, because it's obvious that man, we in the time of judgment, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, is getting ready to shake this place up, man, in a major way. Everybody's gonna feel it. All right, everybody is gonna feel it. So, hey, man, Ecclesiasticus, aka Sirach 2:2, man, set thy heart aright. Thy heart, going into the Hebrew word lab, your mind, the inner man, that voice in your head that you only you can speak and hear and see. You can even see it, you know. Not with your physical eyes, but your spiritual eyes, you can see, man. The inner man. Okay? And the scriptures say without vision the people perish. So, hey, for those that's able to see, and you know, understand. So like, I was looking for the words. Those who are able to see and understand, man, hey, you're blessed. All right? You're blessed. The scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth, man. All right? That's reading everything, man. Reading the scriptures. All right? Reading and understanding the scriptures. Reading the times. Right? Reading is a form of measuring, too. That's how we understand. That's how we measure ourselves up to the scriptures, by reading the scriptures and using that tool, reading ourselves, right, and seeing if we aligning with the word, man, right. That's setting your heart aright. Examining, verse 3: cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So the Lord is gonna increase you, man, by cleaving unto him and constantly enduring, man. Some way, shape, or form, you're gonna have an increase, right? And mainly spiritual. But the point is, man, hey, we at the end, and man, when the enemy come in like a flood, man, the Spirit of the Lord is going to lift up a standard against him, man. The Lord is going to protect his elect, man. Okay? The Lord is going to protect his elect. And I think that's what I'm going to name this lesson. Okay? The Lord is going to protect his elect. Let me get another quick scripture. And the Lord is actually going to give us spiritual power, man. Okay? It's Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Unlimited energy. Be able to run forever. You know, be able to fly, right? It said, the Lord said, shall renew their strength. So you're going to be strong. The Lord is actually going to manifest these things in his men, though. All right? Because it's going to be so bad. Hey, the Lord's going to have to send Michael, the great prince, right? Let me get that. Because that's how bad it's going to get, man. The Lord finna have to send Michael. So the Lord's going to endow some of his men with spiritual power. Whether that be divine intervention, right? The Lord just teleport you somewhere else. Or the Lord just give you the power, right? Manifest that power through you. How you jump, fuck up all your enemies that come in, all right, and you take your family, you know what I'm saying? You do one big ass Hulk jump, you jump your ass to the next state, whatever you need to do, man. The Lord is gonna lift up a standard, man. You just gotta believe that. You just gotta believe that. All right, however Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna do it, he gonna do it. You read the scriptures about all the amazing things that he did with our forefathers aforetime, right? It was written for our learning. That's the scriptures say. So, man, hey, if we're coming in a time like never before, and neither will it be like one after it, then you best believe Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna make that to come to fruition, man. Because he's going to be doing miracles like he's never done before. And also judgments like a time like never before, man. It's going to be a whole nother addition to the scriptures, man. After the deliverance from Babylon, the Great, aka America, right? The deliverance from the West. Like the scriptures say, they're not going to be talking about how the Lord delivered them from the land of Egypt, but how the Lord delivered them out of the North country, North America. Because that's what mainly the Israelites are gathered. Majority of us, man, are in America, Babylon the Great. Okay? So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, man. I'm going to close out. Man, I hear my daughter crying. I'm going to close out by giving infinite honor and praises and glory and honor to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Hakodash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, being a great example for His younger brothers in His truth and a sincere Akim throughout the four winds, pushing His word in all truth, righteousness, sincerity, faith, and diligence to USA Shalom. Abba, Kwam the elect, Yashala, Shalom.